All right, welcome to our team call, our training and inspiration for tonight. We are super excited to be able to hear from so many new people that ranked up on our team. We are bound and determined to make this a regular event on this team, that we get to hear from new senior golds, new rubies, new senior rubies, new emeralds, because this is becoming the standard for our team, is that people are ranking up. We are creating momentum. You are creating momentum. And this is just going to continue to happen. And I love this so much because I think for a long time, a lot of people thought, well, that's really nice that it can happen for Emily and Brooke and Christy and Chelsea and, Kim. Like, that's really nice. It can happen for them, but can it really happen for other people too? And what's happening now is you're getting to see that, yes, other people rank up. Yes, other people are building really strong businesses. And because they are doing it, you can do it too. And so you're going to get to hear from all of those people. But we have lots and lots of awesome announcements and things to talk about tonight. And we're going to start off first talking about Leaders Retreat. And Emily's going to talk just for a minute about Leaders Retreat, not all the details, but she is going to pump you up to start working now for that. Are you ready, Emily?
Hey guys. Okay, so if you don't know what Leaders Retreat is, I'm about to tell you about the best trip that Plexus does the entire year, because that's what Leaders Retreat is. It is 4 days, 3 nights, yes, of team bonding, training. They do the best party while you're there, Halloween party. Usually there's a theme. Last year it was a cruise to the Bahamas, and there was a white night party where everybody wore white. And they have different diamond trainers that come to speak. They usually have some sort of a keynote speaker. They have opportunities for you to have excursions and make memories with whoever your guest is, because not only do you win it, but you get to bring a guest. So when we first started earning Leaders Retreat in the beginning, I remember we were like giving away $200 cash prize to buy you a plane ticket to Leaders Retreat, because Brooke and I are like, oh my gosh, we have to get our teams there. How are we going to get our teams there? And so we would take the money that we had earned in the contest and we would fly our people to Leaders Retreat with us. And then we'd take a guest and we were like, our husbands aren't allowed to come. We have to bring our people. But now that there's a Bahamas trip, there's been a little spin, and we're like, take your husband. That's amazing. Take him if you want. Bring a friend. Don't feel pressure. Like, take who you want. But before it was like Dallas. So you guys are all spoiled, because when we earned Leaders Retreat, it was like Dallas, Texas, Orlando, great places, but not somewhere where you're like, oh my gosh, I want to bring my husband. You're like, husband can stay home, I'll bring my girls. But then when they started doing like cruises and fancy vacations, it was like, I'm bringing my husband. So earn this trip for yourself and decide who you're going to bring as your guest, whoever it is. If it's your husband, awesome. There is no greater way to get your husband on board than to bring him on a free vacation from Plexus. So if you have a skeptical husband or a husband that's never come to an event before, that really is the perfect thing to bring him to, because he is going to see, oh my gosh, my wife is doing something amazing. This is so cool. So, but if your husband's already been to a million things and you want to bring a friend, please bring bring someone who you think is going to be really enriched by this experience. So in this contest, number one, how do you earn it? You earn it by activity in your business. There is going to be a flyer released soon talking about how you earn points and how you get these points. They are different from your regular rank up points. So in your dashboard of your virtual office, there will be a tracker at the bottom that will say, the flyer did come out in the email. They weren't sure when that was going to come out, but it did come out in the email. Thank you, Leah. I think that was Leah that said that. So in there, it will show you all the points. how you earn it from placing your product order, and all of those things are going to be there for you to refer to throughout the contest. My recommendation would be to take a screenshot of that email and then go into your phone and save it to your favorites. If you have an iPhone, the way you do that is you take a screenshot and then you go into your photos, you pull up that picture, and then there's a little heart at the bottom. You press on the heart and then you can get it anytime you need it. Also, we're going to have it saved on all the team pages as well to refer to. You can click on the tracker itself, and then there will be little boxes up above it that say flyer, prizes, and the rest of the stuff doesn't really matter to me. I'm always like, what's the flyer say? What do the prizes say? So the most important number that you're going to want to know to earn this trip is 1,050. Because that is the amount of points that you need to achieve in order to earn your place at Leaders Retreat this year. Now, how do you do that? Well, there are really 3 main ways that we as a team encourage you, 3 to 4 main ways that we as a team encourage you to earn Leaders Retreat. Number 1, personally sponsoring with a welcome pack. Welcome packs are the only way to earn personal points for Leaders Retreat. You can earn 20 points for selling a $199 pack on a level 1 and 10 points for selling a $99 pack on a level 1. So what they've done differently in this year that they haven't done anywhere else is that they are more highly rewarding $199 packs. You'll also get credit for levels 2s, 3s, and 4s, but you get less for each one that you do. So I wrote them all down and I can't, oh, there they are. So for a level 1, like I said, you'll get 20 points for a $199, 10 for a $99 pack. For a level 2, you get 15 points for a $199 and 7 points for a $99. For a level 3, you get 10 points for a $199 and 5 points for a $99. For a level 4, you get 5 and 5. So level 4s, you're just going to break even. For silvers, that is the biggest way that you are going to earn massive points for Leaders Retreat. I cannot stress this enough. When you bring in a level 1 and develop them to silver, if you just do that 3 times each month, you will earn a spot at Leaders Retreat. It's that simple. If you develop 8 level 1 silvers with $199 packs, you will earn Leaders Retreat. Now, is it going to be that perfect? Probably not for all of you. You're going to have to do a little bit of personally sponsoring, some level 2s, some level 3s, some level 4s. Maybe you place a 500 PV product order to stock up on your products one month so that you get the 75 points from having 500 PV or more. Maybe you are going to help a level 2 go silver because your level 1 doesn't want to work, but the person they sponsored wants to go silver. You're going to get 50 points from that. So a level 1 silver, you get 75 points for. You also get 10 points each month they maintain that rank. If you are going to have a level 2, it's 50 points for a level 2. For a level 3, 25 points. So I really want to drive home the importance of personally sponsoring, helping your organization with $199 packs, helping your organization to replicate that, because when they do $199 packs, you're going to get more points for them as well. And then to help them go silver. There's no greater way to win Leaders Retreat and earn it this year than silver, silver, silver. We have our silver training going on right now in the team pages. Our whole month is going to be about helping people get to silver. Please do that every single day, and you will find that you're going to get better and better at this process. So how do you earn Leaders Retreat again? Enrolling people with $199 welcome packs is your best money maker as far as points go. Number 2, silvers, that's the biggest points you're going to get from anything. your own order that you place, either from your personal product orders or any customers that you have under you. And then you're also going to get credit from customers if you do sign them up. It's just not as much, and it's only your level 1 customers. So if you have someone in your organization, like a level 3 in your organization that orders a customer, you're the only one that gets credit for those points. So you can see how as we work together as a team and we sign everyone up with 199 packs, ideally 99, if you cannot get them to sign up, like you've tried and they will not do it, then you can always go down to a 99 pack. But everybody's going to get more points for that 199 pack. The contest started June 1st. It ends on August 30th for Leaders Retreat. So you have 3 months to get 1,050 points. Also, I forgot one thing. When you rank up in the contest, you get points. So everybody's going to rank up in the contest, because when you do the contest with personal enrollments and silvers and you get points from that, guess what happens at the end of the contest? You rank up! It's made for you to rank up. That's what this contest is for. So I want you to give yourself a little slap across the face in both directions and say, I am ranking up in this contest. I am going to apply myself and I'm going to make this happen, because I promise you, you are going to want to be on this trip. And we want to do it sooner than later, because you just never know where these things are going to be. And last year it was on a boat, and when the boat filled up, then you got $500 cash, which is still awesome. But we want to see as many people possible, and we have no idea what the trip is this year, so I don't know if it's going to be that again, but I want everyone to earn this right out of the gates, because our teams have the biggest momentum right now. Can you all feel it? Like, I have chills on my arms. I feel this massive momentum coming from all of you. Even some of you who haven't worked in like 6 months, you're like, I'm back. I'm ready to go. Let's go. I'm earning Leaders Retreat. And it's that momentum that you just want to take your team, wrap your arms around them, and be like, we are going together. Because the thing that is so sad about Leaders Retreat is your jewels don't get to go with you anymore. We just get Emerald Extravaganza. So Leaders Retreat is for anyone who is not enrolled yet or will soon enroll to Senior Ruby. So if you're already a jewel in Plexus, you don't get to go. But Senior Ruby and below, you get to go with your teams. And there is a shopping spree usually. There's cash. There are sometimes spa treatments or excursions. Like, they make it fun along the way. And you get to earn so many awesome things that pay for your airfare or help with travel expenses or whatever it is. Cabin upgrades they did last year. Just really cool stuff. So that is how you earn Leaders Retreat. I really want you to focus on enrolling people with 199 packs. I want you to focus on helping people get to silver. If that's a struggle for you, you're going to learn that skill this summer. And ranking up. Those are going to be your 3 main ways of really earning this contest quickly and efficiently in a way that's going to give your business longevity. So, Brooke, do you want to talk about the one other thing where on how to protect your business in a contest that is rewarding silvers, and what you want to make sure to not do so that the longevity of your business remains strong?
Yeah, so really quick, because we're actually going to make a video that goes into more detail on exactly how to earn this and how to do this. So we're not going to take up a lot more time. But I know that it's tempting when you see silver is the way to go. And sometimes you'll be tempted to just put people under whoever, wherever in your organization to create silvers. And when you start doing that, that's called stacking. Notoriously, people that stack in their business fail in their business. Their business goes downhill, their points get diluted, they don't rank up, and their people get, 1, 2 levels under people. They don't get the same support. You think you're going to be able to keep track of them and it's all going to be the same, but it never is. And so the way to really do this is to actually truly develop a silver. like develop a silver, because just putting people under somebody that's not committed to their products or to helping the people that are under them take their products does absolutely nothing for you. It might temporarily get you something for a month, but it's not going to actually help you to have the integrity in your business that you want. And so we have always taught not to stack. We don't stack. I have never once stacked. Look at where I am. Emily's never stacked. Look at where she is. None of our jewel leaders stack. We don't do it. It is like death to your business. So that's all I will say about that, is that we need to demystify silver. We need to make it totally normal so that when people come into our company and our business, they know that silver is the norm, that everybody needs accountability partners, and that sharing is just a normal, natural thing. So do the simple silver thing this week, and what you're learning in the simple silver thing this week, which by the way, you do not need an IPA challenge all month. All you need to do is take that simple silver and literally keep doing that the whole month. All those activities, you just keep doing that whole month. Okay, so Christy, can you talk about another opportunity everybody's going to have with this new mastermind series that we have, and what people can get when they enroll 3 people this month?
Absolutely. Okay, so you guys, we are ready to pour into you exactly what it takes to do this business. How many of you want to hear exactly what it takes? Raise your hand if you want to hear that. It is very simple, okay? It is simple, but you are so blessed and so lucky to be on a team where we want to pour into you exactly what it takes. So what we're going to be doing every single Tuesday at 1 p.m., is that what we're going to be doing starting next week, Brooke? 1 p.m. Mountain Time, right?
Sure.
We're still deciding exactly when. We said 12:30, but there's a little hitch, so we'll let you know exactly. We're going to be doing an hour-long mastermind series on IPA and really digging in and keeping it effective and growing your network. How many of you have ever felt like, oh, I'm tapped my warm market, like I don't have anybody else to talk to? Raise your hand if you've ever thought that. I've totally thought that. Like, who do I have to talk to? The best news ever is, you guys, there's 1 million people in this world that don't know about Plexus, and we get to meet new people all the time, online and face-to-face. We're gonna dig in and tell you what to say, how to say it, the mindset behind it. Today we had an amazing call with doing this first one that we've been doing, with some tips, with some mindset, such good information. We don't mess around. This is like the meat of what you need to do to make this happen. So every single, well, 3 of the Tuesdays this month, except for the one when we're at convention, we are going to be doing these mastermind series around growing your network and digging in and making the most of your idea. And guess what? Best news ever. IPA takes 30 minutes and still be effective. So do that, and we're going to teach you how to do that super effective. So if you can't come to the calls, we're going to record them, but it's best live because you can actually ask questions and engage and get a little bit of coaching on some maybe specific situations. So put that down. That's going to be 3 Tuesdays this month. Also, what's happening this month, you guys, how many of you got the email about being a product tester for our new product that's coming out? Have you guys heard about this yet? Woo! Like, this is coming out fall. I'm gonna read this exactly because love it. But give us the opportunity to be product testers and get it for free before it comes out. Welcome pack. We are pushing the $199s because it's a better deal for everybody all around. It's going to help us get Leaders Retreat. Am I splotchy? Oh no. It's going to help us get Leaders Retreat credits. Can you guys hear me? Okay. It's going to help us get Leaders Retreat credits. It's also going to help us get points so we can rank up. And it's also going to help us get samples so we can be a product tester for, you can choose. You enroll 3 people with any welcome pack. You can choose the full spectrum hemp extract oil. You can choose the CBD isolate, which is THC free, so we're not going to get high. Sorry to burst your bubble. That's going to be an option, or the new product launching at convention. So you'll have the opportunity to pick. Guess what? If you get experience with welcome packs, you get to pick 2 products to test. If you get 9, you get to pick 3. So
Carol, I can't mute you, so I need you to mute yourself or I've got to just kick you off the call, babe. Thanks.
I got it. Okay, so is everybody clear on that? Like, we are super excited. It's coming out in the fall. In roll 3 with the welcome pack, you get to choose. You get 6, you get to choose 2. You get 9, you get to choose 3. So we are freaking out excited about that. And it's going to be, okay, just for just a second. Do you guys understand what a huge industry this is? Like, this is going to breathe. We have so much momentum right now on this team. It's insane. But this is going to breathe even more interest and more momentum. You're going to have people like wanting to build on your team. So position yourself now to be ready for that so that you can capitalize on that. Okay, that's my part.
Amen. All right. Really quick to wrap this up, and then I can't wait to hear our nuggets from the people that ranked up last month. Gold retreat. Okay, we have an awesome, amazing retreat. We put on the best retreats. Everybody in Plexus would love to be at our retreats. We pour into our retreats. I'm just going to say that if other Plexus people are listening, I'm sure your retreats are awesome too. But we just put everything we can into these retreats to give you the best training, to give you great experiences, great memories, great food, all the things. And this July, we have a gold retreat and you still can qualify this month. And so last month we talked about push goals and we had a push contest. But this month we don't have a contest, but my push goal for you is to get to gold. My push goal for you is to develop a gold ambassador. Who do you have underneath you that you could develop to gold? Because I'll tell you, in 48 hours, there were people that developed to gold under these new diamond teams and these new emerald teams. Somebody can develop to gold in as little as 2 days. Look at your team. Look at who you can develop to gold and who needs to be there. Community is everything. Getting the best training, being a part of our family, and uniting together in these retreats has been something that has helped our teams to stay strong and has helped our teams to explode. If you're not registered for Gold Retreat and you have been a Gold Ambassador in the past, you're currently a Gold Ambassador, get yourself registered for Gold Retreat. If you have a team member you want to be there, you help them move mountains to go gold this month. We have such a great schedule lined up for you. We have weekly calls every Thursday night that are opportunity calls. You can just plug people into them, led by Senior Rubies and Jules, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. You just know that's going to be there. You write down this Zoom ID number right here, 344-796-1476. Like that is the ID number for those calls. And so you plug people into those calls. We have 3-day challenges that are going to happen. So everything is there for you to help people to succeed. This simple silver helps people to succeed. Who are you going to get to gold? If you're not gold yet, do you want to be gold? Do you want to be there? If you're not sure, talk to somebody that was at our senior gold retreat last year, and I bet they'll tell you to get your butt there and to get yourself to gold. So we're really excited about that, and of course, seeing you guys at Vegas. In Vegas, if you are not registered for convention and it is on your heart and you've been thinking about it, get off the fence and get registered for convention. You will never regret being there. We're gathering together as a large team. We're gathering together as smaller teams. The training that you'll get, the feeling of the company culture, the heart of the company, the new products. There is nothing like being at convention. And if you are skipping that simply because it's a little bit inconvenient, I want to tell you that nothing fantastical or amazing in your business will happen with convenience. You have to be willing to be inconvenienced a little bit, to have some trade-offs, to sacrifice a little bit. Whatever you can do to get there, you should try and do it, because convention is where it's at. So it's still open. You can still register. We have a couple people that have rooms that they're still looking to, have other people take over for them. And we have a convention page as well on Facebook. So that is enough of our part. Now we get the star of the show, which is our people that have ranked up. We're going to hear from a couple new emeralds, Senior Ruby, and a couple new senior golds. They're going to share their biggest takeaway. I hope you are taking notes, because this is not coming from us. This is coming from your peers. So when you have that voice in your head that's like, well, that's really nice that it can happen for those other people on our team that are diamonds. but I'm not special like them. It can't happen for me. You're going to remember hearing from Melissa. You're going to remember hearing from Jessica. You're going to remember hearing from these people that have been doing this alongside you, and you're going to realize, like, that is a lame excuse I've been telling myself, because if she can do it, I can do it. And so we're going to go ahead and start with Bev, who's going to lay it all out there. You ready, Bev? Or Chris? Let's go with Chris.
Got it.
All right.
Okay. I will just take a few minutes and just kind of talk about just the shifts I think that have happened over the last few months. And I'll probably cry through the whole thing because that's just what I do, but I'll try to just get through this. So when I think the number one thing is the people helping you around you. That is the number one thing. Because there were so many times, I've done this for 3 years, it'll be 3 years in September. And there are so many times when I just wanted to just float away. And then I would get a message from Kimberly or Christy saying, hey, we've been talking about you. We want to help you. And that would just pull me back and give me the confidence that I could do whatever they told me to do. I didn't know what I was doing like 3/4 of the time. And they would just tell me and help me understand what it is that I'm going to do. And I think that has been the number one thing along this whole journey. I think the other thing for me personally is that I love these products. I love this company. I love these products, and I love helping other people. And as long as I make that my focus and why I'm sharing, I feel like I do so much better. Sometimes these pushes put me in the mode of just getting to a goal, and I have to pull myself back just a little bit and just remind myself, I am getting to a goal, but I can still help and love people as I'm getting to a goal. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And so I think especially this last month, there were some things that I loved about this last month. We started at the beginning of the month and we had a clear vision on what it was. We met as a team and Christy sat with us, and on my wall, I don't know if you can see this big piece of paper here, but she helped me write that out. And all of our team, like, she sat with all of us and helped us write out how it could be possible. And I came home and I stuck it on my wall, and every day I would come into my office and I would look at that piece of paper. And every day we were communicating. Like, I felt like we were so intentional throughout the entire month. And that to me is what made this possible. We had a crazy last 48 hours or so, but it wasn't impossible at that point. At that point, it was still, let's just push this over the edge and be done. And so, so those are some things that I think made a huge difference. Was number one, all the mindset learning, I don't know what you call it, the changing of my mindset over the years because of the training and because of the opportunities that we have. That has slowly chipped away at me. Those around me that love me and take the time to help me get to where I can see when I can't see anything in front of me. Those are huge. And that is what they just put the belief in me. And then I could do it. I could do it. They could tell me anything and I would just believe them. And I would do my best to do it because they think I can. And I think that is what makes this team so unique. Is it's not fake. It's not just so they can rank. It's not this or that. It truly is because we sit and cheer each other on from the backside, and it's amazing. And that is how we get here. Like, it's not just one person. It's not just, it is just the cheering of everyone, and they don't think that we're too far gone to help and to train us and to take their time to help us. And I just sit and watch with everybody else how they do it as well. And I don't know, it's just amazing to me. So those are some of the things that I think stood out the most, as I was, especially this last month, just pushing like crazy, because I honestly, really until about 9:50, I was a little worried. So, but I got phone calls from Brooke and Emily, where are you? Don't leave us at this point. And anyways, it's just the belief that's behind us.
I think this is such a good lesson, because I know a lot of times as leaders, people are like, they probably like think that we're just insane. And it's like, if your leader tells you they believe in you and they give you a plan, they're not crazy. They see it, they're a visionary, they know it can happen. So just choose to believe. So next we get to hear from Joey. She's got a game to get to, and I'm going to unmute her. But I love going from somebody that went Emerald to somebody that went Senior Gold, because I feel like Senior Gold, it's a big deal. That's like 50 people. And oftentimes Senior Gold is done largely on your own. And that's like when you start to have a substantial team. So Joey, are you there?
I am.
Awesome.
Okay, thanks, Brooke. I am so grateful to jump on and share a few things I've learned while ranking Senior Gold this last 6 months. Number one, leadership. So it doesn't matter where you are in your business, you are a leader. I challenge you, even if you are just beginning, if you're at the very start, step into a role of leadership, even if it's a leader of one. People love community, recognition, and someone to hold their hand and walk them through this process. When I first began, I just started watching tons of YouTube. All the leaders, we have such amazing leaders and such an amazing community to learn from, that you don't have to wait for Brooke or Emily to teach you something. Like, get on there, figure it out. You will find different leaders that you just absorb what they're saying. Number two is teamwork. This is a team sport. Don't try to do it by yourself, and don't take credit for it all. The more you involve your team and build their belief and work together, the faster this process happens and the funner it is. Learn with your team, ask questions, and help build each other up. I really love the team and the community, and that's been one of the most amazing things for me, is to have this community of people, positive people, moving in the same direction. And number three was go for the no. Don't let fear stop your dreams. It's easy for all of us to be like, oh my gosh, that lady, that girl, that's the scary one. It never hurts to ask. Get the elephant out of the room, then you can start building relationships, and they will come to you and start talking to you about it, because you've already kind of got it out of there. And the easier and easier it becomes. I still struggle with this, but I'm working on it, but it's getting easier. I love when people challenge me, like, ask her. I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this. Number four was rank up months. Go in with a plan. Get your team excited and get them involved. Tell them what you're doing, ask for help, and focus on helping others to rank up, because that's what's going to push you forward. And my last thing is mindset. Personal development, personal development, personal development. No negative self-talk. That is the thing that's just going to downward spiral you and destroy this business for you. And I promise, if you take it one day at a time with consistency, you can do this. Like, all of you can do this. And I'm so sad that I can't look in your face and say this, because I don't have internet at my soccer game. But you guys can all do this. If I can do this, you can do this. So that's all I got. Good luck, guys.
Joey, I love you. I got to be one of the people that watched Joey rank up with her leaders this week. And it was just amazing to see her be like, I've got this. Like, I'm going to get all my orders in and I've got this. So I love Joey's leadership, and really just what she said. Like, she is definitely a leader on our team that is ask 3 before me. Like, she never comes with questions. She goes and finds her questions first. Not that questions are bad, but like, Joey is like, oh, I watched this video. Have you seen it? Oh, we should watch this video. Oh, we should do this because I watched Abby Kappa say this. And, like, she's not even just watching our team. She's watching all of what's out there. And I just love that she takes that upon herself to do that, because I did that when I was growing and learning in Plexus, and it helped me a ton too. So thank you so much, Joey. It's my pleasure now to introduce you to Emerald Ambassador, Bev Aston, to share her tips. Please, Bev, take it away.
Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. And I just want to piggyback on what Chris and what Joey said about just how the teamwork is so amazing on this team. And I can't believe, like Christy Jacks, the day I decided to go Emerald, I was at Emily's house, and Christy was there. And Christy, she's like making me a notebook on how to rank up. And listen, she's had it stapled together, and we made a plan. Emily sat and made a plan with me, and then Christy helped make a plan. And then we were all just making plans for our team to rank up and how everybody's going to rank up this month. And right before a ton of my team were at my house Thursday and Friday, we were all working together. And right before we ranked up to Emerald, I was looking at this is my notebook that I started with, my mermaid notebook. And it's just a mess. I mean, it's just a mess. But right when we were just getting really close, and Dina was hitting gold, and I'm going to start crying. And Dory was hitting senior gold, and everybody was hitting, and Jamie had just hit senior ruby, and all of us were just getting really emotional. And it was so sweet to see everybody. And I opened up my notebook, and I saw Road to Emerald. And when I ranked ruby, I remember Chelsea Denby saying, "Oh, you're only 12. Just think, you're just 12 golds away from Emerald." And I thought, are you?
Did she just mute herself? Bev, you just muted yourself, which is good, because it sounded like you were about to say some swear words. So that was good.
I did not mean to mute myself. So what did you hear me say? So
you said Chelsea Denby had said, "Gosh, you're just 12 golds away from Emerald," and that was so deflating to you. But then you opened this book.
Then I opened my book, and that night when she said that to me, she's like, you're just 12 golds away. I said, okay, you know what? Who can I get gold? And right before when everybody was ranking up, I looked at this, and it had 12 people's names in it who was going to go to gold. So I challenge each one of you.
And wait, because the best part about this was this was immediately following ranking Emerald, by the way. It wasn't just before. It was like right after. Michelle Minnick was on the phone crying with us. And Bev was like, I had to stop talking to Michelle and put it on speaker. And Bev went, "Look at this. Jamie, check. Dina, check." See those check marks?
Monica, check. Trish, check. Joey, check. Lynn, check.
And,
so every person that I wrote down.
We'll get her next. She's gonna get there. But it was so amazing, you guys, because it was like she wrote this list 6 months ago, knowing that this is what had to happen. And then, if you know Bev, there's 17 other notebooks like this, you guys, and they're lost everywhere. And the fact that she found this notebook literally seconds after ranking Emerald, that was divinely guided. Because then she got to have this moment with her team, this teaching moment where she was like, she didn't believe this was possible. And it manifested. Go ahead.
And so it was really fun. So I challenge each of you that are on this call, 93 people, whoever is looking to rank up, write your people down. At Super Saturday, I remember my team being there in our pink capes, and everyone wrote down where they wanted to be by convention. And I remember Dina writing gold, Dory writing senior gold, Jamie writing, I think Jamie might have written Emerald with me, but Jamie's going to be there really quickly. So, just write your goal, put it out there. And one of my things I say to my kids all the time is, if you don't make a plan, you plan to fail. So if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So as unorganized as I am, I have 25 notebooks, but by gosh, I'm going to write them down, or I'm going to pray out loud what in my closet. I mean, I like to pray out loud, but if I say something out loud or I write it down in my mind, I know, hey, I'm going to do that, or that's going to happen. So I just challenge each of you to make that list of your 12 goals, 12 people on your team that you want to get to gold. And maybe they're not even on your team yet. Maybe they're your neighbor that lives behind you that you haven't even talked to about yet. But make your wish list and those people who are already there. So that's my little tidbit. And I just want to thank all of you for being such team players, because really I've never met such an amazing group of women that are so willing to help each other, and without jealousy, without any kind of, oh, what's in it for me, but just so amazing. And that to me has been the best part of Plexus, is all the women that are so willing to help each other and to lift each other up. And so I'm just grateful to be a part of that.
It's my turn. Sorry. I'm like, oh, that was me. I was supposed to talk. Bev, I just love and adore you so much. I'm so grateful that you have allowed me to be able to be someone who got to watch you do this day in and day out, because it's been amazing to watch all of the ups and downs. And something that we've constantly said is, where I was like, Christy Jack says that a straight roller coaster is boring. So get on and enjoy the highs and the lows. And that is the description of Bev's journey to Emerald. And it has been a lot of fun. And I hate roller coasters, but this one I have loved. So thank you. Okay, next up is the amazing Jessica Wagner, full-time pediatrician, full-time mama, here to tell you how she did it. Jessica, please.
Oh gosh, that's not nice that I have to go after Bev. Now I'm crying. Oh, Bev, I love you. Chris, I love you. Joey, I met you the other night and you're awesome, and I know you're gone already. But you guys, everything that they've said about this being a family, and it just is true. You can't do this alone, and you need your team, and you need your sideline sisters, and you need your upline, and you need them all. So I loved what Chris said about starting early, because that is so key. I started on June 1st. We were going to go Emerald. So that was really big. Or May 1st, sorry. It's June now. My brain is still mushy from last weekend. So May 1st. So start right now. Start right now on your rank. Whatever your rank goal is, it does not have to be Emerald, but whatever your rank is, if you set your goal at the beginning of the month and you work for it the whole time, you're going to get there. If you wait until the 28th of the month, it might be a little bit hard. So start now and work for it. So the things that helped me this month, one of the things was reaching out to white lines early. The other thing to do is to look at your people's subscription orders, and everybody who has a subscription that is under 100 PV, you need to reach out to in the first week of the month. Otherwise, you're going to end up paying their shipping on their second order. That's what I did. But one of the things that worked really well for our team this month is having somebody other than the sponsor reach out to the white lines or the less than 100 PV. So if you're new here and you never worked in the old back office, it used to be that they turned white when they stopped ordering. And that's why we call them white lines. So you're going to go to all the people who don't have a subscription, that aren't ordering, and reach out to them and have those conversations. I actually started having these conversations with people with my own personal white lines in October of last year. I've been working on them since before I became a senior Ruby, and just having conversations with them and restarting the conversations, and some of them are coming back. So, but start at the beginning of the month, start having those conversations with people, and not, will you order if I pay you? That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to have a conversation and actually get people to start product again. There's so many products, and maybe they only ever tried triplex. So invite them to try something different. Maybe they wanted more energy and they didn't get it, and they would really love Metaburn. Maybe they need lean. I mean, I don't know. So maybe they need ease. Everybody needs ease. Okay, so talk to them about new products. Those are huge. And then having your sideline sisters or your upline or somebody else that's not you reaching out to those people can be very, very effective, especially for people who are ordering less than 100 PV consistently. I reached out to a lot of my level 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s even this month of people that were ordering less than 100 PV consistently. And I just talked to them very openly and honestly about the fact that their friend that they signed up under really does not get paid if they only order 60 PV every month. And if you would order that 60 PV, 2 of them every other month, you get to save on shipping, you get a little commission every other month, and your friend can actually get paid. And people were so receptive to it because they just don't know how the compensation plan works. So talking to people very openly and honestly, restarting conversations instead of just throwing money at people is much more effective. So that's my number one tip. Talk to your white lines, talk to your under 100 PV people. The other thing is that I enrolled 6 people this month. You guys, I have not enrolled 6 personally in over a year probably. And I did. And because I started at the very beginning of the month and I did my IPA consistently. If you will do that simple silver training that Brooke's talking about and you just do it all 4 weeks of this month, there you go. You're going to do it. You're going to do it because if you do that work consistently and you're actually reaching out to people and having conversations, there you go. My number 3 is talk to people who are the rank above you, the rank that you're trying to earn. Talk to them about what they're doing and how they got there. So I have been talking to Chelsea Denby and Sherston Stockwell all month. Chelsea's been an Emerald for a long time. Sherston has been there. She ranked in April, right? But I talked to them. What did you do? Here's what I'm doing. What else can I do? Because when they're that one rank above you, the rank that you want, at that moment, they're just enough ahead of you that they can help you to get where you want to go because they remember what it was like to be where you are. So that was my other thing. And then the last one that I learned from Nicole Brinkerhoff is to pray. And I know lots of you say that, and I will tell you very openly and honestly that this is the first month that I have honestly prayed out loud for my business. Sometimes I pray in my head a little bit and I kind of skirt around it, but I have prayed very directly for my business in May. And one night in my prayer with my husband prayed out loud for my business. Never in a million years did I think I would ever hear that. And that is why I ranked Emerald, because of prayer and work. Because when you have the faith and you believe in it and you put in the work to earn it, you'll get there.
Amen, 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 amen.
I was going to say amen. Am I supposed to talk now, Brooke?
Go ahead.
Okay. Amen, girl. Hallelujah. I love it. Okay. But I mean that with so much like reverence because I totally am the same way. I love it. Okay. You guys, are these not the most amazing stories? Hang tight. We have a couple more for you. Melissa Lombardo is a brand new Ruby. And she is going to take the stage and tell us exactly her heart about all of this. Melissa, are you there?
Oh, how can I fall? There's nothing more I can add. Let me just say the things that I can add to what has been shared because all of this is the pattern. This is what we have to do. Everything that has been said, there's not a whole lot more to add to it. But one thing that I just want to add is that when I hit Ruby, I didn't stop because Jessica was going for Emerald. And when my girls hit Gold, they didn't stop. They kept going because I was still reaching for Ruby. And they knew they're so new to this. And they knew somebody else was working towards Emerald and they didn't stop. And Jessica even said, she was texting me, Melissa, have you hit Ruby? And I said, I think I had, but I think I said to her, I'm not sure. I'm just keep going because the clock is going down and we're just going to keep adding more people. And so one thing that I took away huge from this last month was be a team player. Be a team player. And that can look so different. I had one of my level ones who was working so hard towards Gold and she knew she wasn't going to make it, but she was willing to to add a couple more orders, even though she knew it was not going to help her to reach gold that month, because she knew it was important to me and she knew it was important to Jessica. And I had two people that have some pretty serious health issues, and they contributed in huge ways this last month as well. And I was really, really impressed by how it's going to happen for all of them, because they're so willing to support and be a part of this team. And there was disappointment for sure that they didn't reach their level that they were going for. But it's going to happen for them without question, because they get it. They understand. Christy Jex told me when I first met her, and I tell this to everybody, it's probably old news now, but I'm never going to stop saying it. She told me to get over myself and just, Christy, you know this. I say this to you every time I see you. Remember what you said, to stop judging and just, this is not about you. And really, I'm continuing to learn that myself. But when I first started, I never thought I would be Ruby. And I'm Ruby! I'm so excited. And that's a big deal. I never thought I would get to Ruby. And so just be a team player. Wherever you are in the company, be a team player. It'll come back to you tenfold.
Oh my gosh, Melissa, I love it. And I still remember you standing there, and I remember being tired at convention and talking straight up with so much love. There's always love, right? But I gotta be straight up because I want you to be successful, and I could just have to shoot it straight. So way to go, babe. I love that. Next, we have Jamie Foote, who's a brand new senior. Ruby, are you there, babe?
I'm here. Hi.
Take it away.
Hi, guys. I really don't have anything else to add. I mean, I was going to cover some of the stuff that Joey covered, who, by the way, will be Diamond. Can you believe how she talks? And she just is amazing. Joey's going to take it all the way. I'm so glad that she's with us. The biggest part for me, everyone's covered a lot of stuff, but the best part for me was we spent 2 days at Bev's house. I was gone for Memorial Weekend. I worked a little bit while I was gone. But we came back and I thought, okay, it's on. I think I still needed like 200 points or something, and I had 2 days left. And so we did the same thing. We went through the list, we added on the white lines, we looked at all the points, we tried to do the same thing that Bev had on her paper that she was working at, for 2 weeks. And right as soon as I thought, okay, I did it, I got it, I'm going to be fine, because the points hadn't calculated yet, and I was calculating, figured it out. And I said, okay, I've got it. And I looked over, and right as soon as I looked over, and in my mind, I'm knowing I did it, Dina was sitting right next to me, and Dina and Dory were sitting next to me, and Dina hit gold. And the feeling, the crying and the feeling, I don't think that she ever thought that she could get to gold. And she went super, silver, and gold in the same month. And when I looked over at both of them at the table crying and the two sisters hugging, I was like, okay, that's why I'm here. That's why we're here, right? We're here to encourage people and help people and get them going and make them believe and help them know that they can do it. And that was why I thought, okay, Bev's gonna get there, I'm almost there, and they're there. And Dory and Dina are a leg on Bev's team on opposite of me, and they brought it right in. They came in, they were with us for the last couple days, and we just all gathered together to get Bev Emerald. And Joey was there one of the days. It was just so much fun. But seeing them enjoy that moment and pumping them up to go even further was what that was all about. And then I think by the end of the night, Bev and I were sitting by the fire by ourselves, and our husbands were there, and they brought us some food, and we were all talking, and we were like delirious. I was trying to make rank up posts I made my own rank up post because Bev doesn't know how to do it. And we were sitting on the couch, and we were having so much fun, but we were delirious. We had no idea what we were talking about, and I was making rank up posts for all these people, and it was so fun to just be sitting there having a good time with all the people and realizing what everybody had just accomplished in the last 48 hours. It was so much fun. And Emily was a big part of that. She was there cheering us on. And then she packed up in a matter of seconds, and she says, I gotta go be with Christy, see ya, and she was out. So it was so much fun. We had so much fun doing that, and so I'm so excited to do it again because I'm going for emeralds. So here we go.
Oh my gosh, Jamie, you are amazing. And the coolest thing too is like the people that we're helping, like we get to change their life too. Like it's a win, 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 right? Everybody wins. That's the best news ever. Thank you. I love it. Julia Bender, are you there, babe? This is a brand new senior Ruby as well. Are you with us, Julia?
I'm here.
Yes. Take it away, beautiful.
I wrote down a bunch of things, so I'll try to just pick some top things that I changed this month. I'm still honestly kind of in shock because I wasn't planning on it until Brooke said, we're doing this. And I have learned with Brooke to trust her belief, and that's what we've talked a lot about. But you trust the belief of the people who believe, and you just go on their faith and you just put it all in because it means something. And it means something. And a lot of us don't have that from other sources, right? We're moms. We don't have people sitting there saying, you're amazing, you're incredible, you can do this, and here's why. So I changed a couple of things up. I treated it like a business. I don't know if I've shared with you some other things, but this month I joined a gym, not to work out, but for childcare, because it's $2.66 an hour. And I can go for 2 hours and I sit down and work. And while my friends are going to the gym or working out and saying, oh, we're all up here talking in the lounge, I say, that's awesome. I'll see you guys soon. I'm working. And it's different. No, I don't go to Lifetime. I actually switched gyms because this one has an abandoned cafe, so nobody's in there. And it's the sports club, and it's something that has been a huge blessing for me. I also, the last week of the month, I found out that the gym closes at 11. So every night for the last week, I showed up from 8 to 11 every night. And I sat there and I opened up my thing and I dug into my back office and I wrote pages and pages like everybody else did. And I showed up with the things, and I circled people who I reached out to. And then I listened to Christy and I put an extra circle to check off because I had to go back to that person and reach out to them again. And then I figured out the phone number thing. So I started texting people because no one responding to the emails. And I just went in with like absolute fear, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just going to do my best. And at the least I'll be able to help Brooke. And then I would look at my people and I'd say, I need to help them. So how am I going to help them? And you guys, the last few days, like everybody else, I was on my knees and I was praying. And I just said, help me to do my best and to show up for the people that need me and to show up for my team because they need to know that they can do this. And I told in the last call, I'm a crier, and that I put these notes up that Brooke has sent me over the years. And this is one I want to read you guys. And I'll try to take a deep breath so I don't cry through the whole thing. She said, you were made for this, but that doesn't make it any easier. In fact, because you have such unique gifts that qualify you to do this, you're going to have huge obstacles. Do not ever believe for a minute that Satan isn't trying to bring you down. He doesn't want you to succeed. He wants to win the battle in your head. And then her next line is, I see you up there on the stage. And she continued, and I would just read that over and over and over. And I would say to myself, this is not about me. I have a voice, and I don't know what that is, but I have a voice with my story and my experience that will help other people. And I need to believe that. So don't be afraid to believe and trust in your voice, that you are here for a reason and you have something to say, and you have something in your story that people need to hear, that I need to hear, that others on this team need to hear, that people need something in this crazy busy life to believe in and to pour faith into and to have hope in, and like a path for joy. People need that. They need that in life. And one of the girls, the last night, she is brand spanking new. She said, I have been praying for a community like this. What a rush.
Oh,
you guys, this is something that people need. It is the ability with the products to show up and find joy in their life. And they need this community, but they don't know about it if we don't share about it. They don't know about it if we don't talk about the business. The note about the Satan thing, I can post that later. So another last thing, as I told my family, My kids know that with Emerald comes Alexis, and they are willing to sacrifice mom time because Alexis sounds really awesome. So we talk about our goals, and we talk and say, mom's going for something big, and this is how we're going to celebrate. So you guys, you work hard, and then you go love on your family, and you are intentional, and you snuggle your babies, and you plan a celebration every single step. You plan what you want to do with your family when you hit gold and senior gold and ruby, and then you celebrate so that they are supportive when they are working with you. So that's my thoughts.
Oh, Julia, that like chills galore. That was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I love your heart. Laura Sutton, my girl, are you there?
Sorry, my internet went out for a minute, so everything stalled. Am I okay?
Yes, you are perfect. Take it away, my beautiful friend.
I don't know what more we can add besides miracles happen. Like if you didn't get anything else from tonight, it's that we can create miracles. That we can, our wildest dreams truly can come true. I know for me and my amazing team, we created 330 points in 1 month to help me rank Senior Ruby. And that we are like, I am a God girl, and I believe we were put on this earth for a reason, that we have a divine purpose. And for me, I am learning more and more. It's not to binge watch Netflix, although sometimes that's fun, or to just scroll through social media watching everybody else from the sidelines, that we have a divine purpose to show up. And we have been, Plexus is a little part of our divine purpose, that it can create us into who God needs us to be to show up for him in a bigger way. I think for me, as I went over this last month, I don't think I can add anything to what people said, because it's all the same stuff that I did. You know, we made a plan early, we wrote it out, we looked through our back office, we game planned. I reached out to each of my people and figured out what their goals were. But I got on my knees and I prayed hard, and I prayed for my business, and I prayed for those people who need these products, who were me 2 years ago. That I'm a mama of 10. I need to show up for my family. They need the best me, the best version of myself. And there are people out there praying for these products. There are people out there that don't know how they're going to pay their next car payment, that don't know how they're going to maybe buy food to put on the table. They need this business. And that, you know, I'm nothing special. But if we need to pour into ourselves, we need to get our mindset right. I know I was really stuck at Senior Gold for a year, a little over a year. And as I just dug in January, and I decided to treat my business like a business and not a hobby, because I was comfortable. Honestly, Senior Gold is awesome. It's good income. It's easy to manage, and I was good and I was comfortable. But comfort is the enemy of progress. If we're comfortable, then we're not progressing. And so I decided to draw my line in the sand. If you want to do this business, you need to draw that line and go all in. If you've got 1 foot out, 1 foot in, people aren't going to feel it. You're not going to inspire people because they know that you're not committed. So I would just say, draw your line, commit, and go all in. Because I know as we develop ourselves, as we pour into our mindset, and as we choose something better for our families, that we can create amazing things. We can create miracles, not only in my family's life financially, but I think of the extra 60-something people that we added or got products for on my team, that their lives can be changed by these products. So I think just pouring into yourself, as I really started taking personal development more seriously, and even paying to be in group coaching and really investing that time in myself and my mindset, I have ranked up twice since January. I went Ruby in February in Hawaii with all of these amazing, beautiful leaders, which is an experience that I will never forget. And then I went Senior Ruby last month. And I know this is just the beginning for me and my family. And I'm so very grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for my team who rallied around me, because we cannot do this alone. So I would be the person that people want to follow, pour into people, let them see their potential, and love on people. So that's kind of my spill.
She is amazing. Like, honestly, 10 kids, just that alone blows my mind. So we have one more person that's going to share tonight, and Emily could probably do an even better job introducing her, but we love Kara Allen. Kara, are you here? Can you hear me, Kara?
Yep, I'm here.
So I love Kara because she is so consistent and so dedicated and so positive, and she is someone that always shows up. And she ranked senior gold last month, and this was a huge step for her, because Kara will tell you that she was stuck in her head for a long time and would probably like overthink things a lot and overanalyze everything, and she has done so much growth. And I know that Emily and I and Christy, all of us, like, we just know that, wow, this is a huge mark for you, and this is just the beginning of so many amazing, great things that are going to happen, because now you have a team that's growing with you. So, Kara, bring it home for us, girl.
Oh gosh, you're gonna make me cry, and all the crying is so hard, but it was a really big mindset rank up. For a lot of people that are new, you probably don't know, but I've been with Emily and Brooke from the beginning. They enrolled a few months before I did. And it's been a long, hard battle to watch so many people start after you and rank up after you and have to be happy for them. And I admit sometimes I wasn't. For a long time, I would avoid the end of the month. It was hard. It's been 3 years. I went gold in my 5th month. And then I've been gold for 2 years and 9 months. And it was a really big mindset stuck. So anyway, I know we don't have time for the whole story. So just to kind of, a couple things that I shifted was about 6 months ago. I don't know why, but it just clicked that I needed to do the Kara style that I had been doing. I'm such a by the book rules person that I was like, yeah, just tell me what to do. I'll do exactly what you do. And so I was trying to be Emily. I was trying to be Brooke. I was trying to be, Chelsea and Christy, and do exactly what they did. And so about 6 months ago, I saw a post on some ad, and it said, instead of duplicating, you need to replicate. And that has become my motto. Because for my rule following person, can you guys still hear me? I'm frozen on one of my things. Okay. Like for me as a rule following person, replicate opened up, what's the word I want? It opened it up so that I could do it my way. So I started taking what Brooke and Emily were teaching, and I would use the basics. I would use the method, the principles, but I started making my own method. I had to do it Kara way. So I Karified it, and it changed everything. I became authentic in my messages. People could feel it. It was different. We started having conversations where people were starting to be more interested. My posts became more genuine. And so that's one of the biggest things I would say, is that if you're feeling stuck, you might not be doing it your way. You have to do it your way. So take what's taught, but feel free to make it your way. You don't have to duplicate it exactly the same. I like to replicate it. I replicate the results, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently to get there. And I mean, it wasn't that big of a tweak. It was the same things that they were doing. It's just, for example, like I never say, hey girl. So when I'm sending messages that say, hey girl, people are like, who are you? But when I started switching it to, hey friend, I've just been thinking about you. You're on my heart. I wanted to reach out. That was totally different. That was Kara. And so that changed everything, is I had to do it my way. I'm with you, Brooke. And then I started 6 months ago creating a plan for this senior gold rank up. I didn't have a team up until last month. It's been me. I've rebuilt my gold team. I can't even count how many times. And so it's just kind of been me building. And so I just kept putting my head down and changing the timetable, but not the goal. And so about 6 months ago, I set goal for senior gold this month. And I was strategic. If I reached out to white lines, I would purposely put them on every other month that was going to be to my rank up month. Does that make sense? So if it didn't happen, and let's see, what would be February or in March, they were going to order again in May. So I was ready for it to happen in March or May, because I was kind of making this plan. I was strategic about when I was going to reach out to them to have them order again. And then one of the big things I did is I reached out to Janelle and Emily from day one, and I said, I need 17 orders this month to go senior gold. And every time, I would get a white line to order, or one of my team members would start enrolling somebody, I would just count down with them. And they were probably so tired of me by the end, but I was like, 16 more, 15 more, 14 more. And I mean, it was the whole month long. And it was just so great to have that cheering. It was the entire month. But that cheering kept me going, because about halfway through, I was like, I am not going to make it. This is not going to happen.
I said it was so exciting the entire month. It was like we got to be a part of it with you, and the energy from it was amazing.
Yeah, and the energy they gave back is what kept me going. So it was really fun to do that, because I would look forward to getting to tell them a new number. And I remember the end of the month, it was, I need 3, I need 5, I need 3, I need 5, I need 2, I need 4. I mean, it was back and forth all the time, but we just kept pushing until the very end. And that countdown was really, really helpful. I think the other biggest thing was mindset. I started 6 months ago envisioning. I could always envision myself at Diamond. This is going to sound so funny, but I could envision myself at Diamond. I just couldn't envision myself at Senior Gold. Is that so funny? Like, I could imagine that life at Diamond. I just couldn't do it at Senior Gold. And so I had to start envisioning what Senior Gold would feel like, what Senior Gold would look like, what it would feel like to hit that rank and to bring people with me and to have that team. And that changed a lot of stuff too. So mindset is what I've been working on for the last 6 months, and I quit looking at results. I just couldn't do it. I only focused on action. Every day it was just action. I didn't want to do, I mean, this is just me, but I didn't want to do challenges. I didn't want to run for a prize, because I'm so driven by those things that it was getting in the way. So I just put my head down and I just focused on action. So I hope that helps.
Huge. It's so huge. And I feel like we've been really focusing so much on focusing on the activity and not the results, and not just thinking about the carrot, and not just thinking about, like, if I do A, B should happen right away. That's just not the way that it works. And tonight you've gotten to hear so many stories of people, whether they've been in the business a long time or they are newer to the business. So many different examples, so many different styles. I love, Kara, how you talked about making it your own. We have given you a framework, and you take that framework and you make it your own, because when you show up as the leader and you inspire your team and you sprinkle in the things that you've learned along the way, people rally around you, because the truth is you are enough, and you can rank up, and you can create what you want to create for your family. And if you don't yet believe it, believe your upline. If you don't yet believe it, believe your sidelines. We believe in you, and it's time now for you to believe in yourself. We are moving mountains on this team. We have an enormous, all my kids are coming in now, but we have an enormous amount of rank ups on our teams the last few months, because the belief level is high. And you guys are getting to work. You are learning how to work a business from the beginning of the month all the way through the month. There's no more procrastination. There's no more waiting until the very end of the month, because you are showing up like boss babes. You're doing it the right way. And this is what's going to transform everything in your business. So many nuggets tonight, so much to be excited about. We know that this was a long call, but we wanted to give each and every one of these women a moment to speak and to share with you their journey, because I know every single one of you that stuck around through this whole call, you heard something you needed to hear. And I want you to take that nugget, and I want you to sit down tonight for just a couple of minutes. Write down your thoughts, write down your feelings, write down your dreams, write down your goals. What is your 30-day push? What is your 60-day push? What is your 90-day push? What are you committed to doing to get there? Starts with the mind, then put it into action and make it happen. Guys, thank you so much. Oh, Dory. Oh my gosh, Dory. Girl, Dory, take us home, babe.
Dory, where are you at? You're going to close us out.
It's totally fine. I was letting you guys do it. You know what? First off, I want to say thank you to Channing for wearing a gold nightie today, celebrating my senior gold, Bev. Hey, but no, seriously. So Beverly said, you know, at Super Saturday, I wrote down gold or senior gold. I did not. I'm going to be truthfully honest. I was so new. I think I put sapphire, not knowing the order. And so she looks at it like, what the heck? But no, so I'm kind of a different mindset because my business that I was in before, I was a closer, a salesperson, but yet I wasn't a salesperson. I did some, you know, we even did some relationship building or testing to see if I was going to be a successful salesperson. And I did not rank very well in this test. But what I did do well was build relationships with the patient. I would be able to go back to the doctor later and I said, hey, did you know such and such did such and such? Well, no, how do you know that? Because I built a relationship with that person. So I'm building a relationship with our customers, but also with my team. My team, you know, is slowly growing, and my sister and I have been our main focus as our team right now for a little while. It's building right now. And like Jamie said, yes, it was awesome for she and I to get to that level together and have the tears and the crying. But we didn't just do it for us. I mean, I got into this because Beverly said, hey, you want to do it with me? And I'm going to be honest, and Beverly might not like me tomorrow, but I've known Beverly a long time. And to think that she's going to stick with something for a very long time, that's not the Beverly I know. So I thought, okay, I can do this as long as Beverly can do this because it won't last very long, right? I don't have to do it. I'm kind of retired. I want to go see my grandbaby. I want to spend time doing that. So I thought, sure, I can do all this stuff with Beverly for just a little while. Well, now, shit, look at her. So I'm right there with her, pushing her along. And so it's, you know, for me, I'm enjoying it because I am kind of retired. So I have a community now that I can play with and work with every day and still have a good time. I just brought a new person on the team, and I heard her say today in workout, it's so nice to have new friends. And so that's going to be a big part of it for her. She's going to enjoy this relationship with everybody as well. So I was thrilled to sit there for the 2 days. And for me to cancel a golf date is very rare, but I did it with at the country club. I canceled Friday because I was spending the day with Beverly. We were crunching numbers. Emily had a task force. We need so many. We need so many. All right. So we sat there and we got those numbers. But so it was real exciting. So I'm a little bit different than everybody. I kind of go about it. I listen to Emily, and sometimes I fight her, and sometimes I have to explain. My team is kind of going at our own little pace. We'll get there. We'll catch up. But we also know that we are there to support Beverly and Emily and everybody else. And that's, to me, what it's all about. We are a team supporting each other, and that's what I saw those 2 days working together. And so I guess, Beverly, as long as you're doing this, I'm with you, babe. So one last thing that I want to say, I'm sitting in my office that I kind of did when I was ending my relationship at the doctor's office. I kind of finished out the year working from home, and I never, ever noticed, this used to be my husband's office, and he has some file cabinets in here, and I never, ever noticed this quote until tonight. So I'm going to say it. I'm going to do it slow so you can hear me. But it says, it's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you are not. Did you get that? It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you are not. So we are all somebody, and we need to remember we do have something to offer everybody. That's all I got.
And that is why we have Dory close everything. She's the closer.
My closer.
She always knows how to just wrap it up and make you be like, okay, oh my gosh, she's so right. Because so often we think, oh, I'm not Brooke. I'm not Christy. I'm not Bev. I'm not whoever. Insert fill the blank. That's what's holding you back, is you don't see your true potential. But we see it. That's why we keep messaging you and bugging you and bothering you to step into your excellence, because we know who you are. We see it even if you don't. Love you guys.